in the hands of Western
Ooh,
ADs.
what's that grin? Yeah, there it is.
Exception.
Oh my God, we knew!
We've gone back in time! We've gone back in time! Zeri, Yuumi versus Lucian, Nami. Good point though, Dracos.
Ever since we went to the one-item spike build where you basically use the calling bot, but PTA is going to give you a ton of extra damage in lane if you're able to proc it consistently. It does make sense that they want to try and play towards that, but that sustain of that Yuumi is a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah. Very frustrating. You already have the combat spell advantage for any Yuumi duo. Beyond level 3 now alongside Core. Core burning through a lot of mana to make sure the health stays relatively close. Similar story for Targamas as now Kliss goes all in, and First Blood is there! Outclassed in the 2v2, the exhaust is here. Kliss finally a chance to fire back after 2 miserable laning phases, and he'll find it there. Core send packing the W, the Ultra Shock Laser.
Doesn't look like you're going to try and look for the steal.
Shock, okay. That hurts.
He has Smite available.
Have to smite that one. It feels bad.
Have to smite that.
But you have to get the free, right? Like it gets you defeat. You are also trading a dragon. Like you know that dragon is definitely going to be toast.
Going in, Charm connects, manages to dodge away.
To go up the top side, but Umpty is already decided to seed it for TL, goes down to the other side, finishes up Krugs, go for his reset here, wait for the ultimate cooldown. Like you said, you know, highlighting that Nocturne ultimate means such a big part of trying to make a play, so they're going to wait for it.
Second objective for KC. Neither side has claimed.
Yike coming down through mid lane, too, for the 4v4.
APA here. Vladdy dashing forward. Charm is going to connect. Are they going to overcommit? Waiting for them to get out of the minefield. APA going to find himself locked up very quickly, but now Umpty goes to the backside. It's going to be Vladdy who's in trouble. Dashing back to his team. Yuumi coming in to try to seal the deal. Put a bit more healing going back. And now it's Kliss who's going to flick back. A perfect flick going to keep things going. APA trying to finish the kill. Kliss getting lower and lower. He's not powerful enough yet. The flash forward. The exhaust. Targamas is just a little cat.
Mid wave and bottom wave. Just when they need it. Team Liquid in the lane. Yike was up on top side, but Yike is now recalled, so there's not a lot of time for this to go off.
Mininar's a sleepy boy. He's not really going to have a good way. This one flashes now, trying to get a little bit tricky with it, but he goes all out. Umpty tanking the tower, but just a blinking health bar. Kana's still standing for a little bit too long. Third stack on the Hyper. Kana trying to run. Man.
That objective won right there by Yon. He chunks out Kliss, and then they're able to finish off a big chunk onto Yike as well, so they don't get any kills, but they do take enough health bars to earn themselves a Rift Herald, which is critical in pushing the timeline of this game forward.
Of how much more capability you have of finding flanks, right? If you do get on top of the backline, as strong as that Zeri Yuumi combo is, it's going to be quite as scary, even though he will win both 1v1s pretty comfortably.
Kliss ulting, trying to clear the wave, does not want to concede mid lane tower. Yon hopping into the Herald to try and escape. Might look for the knock on Kliss. Well, at the very least, get the crash as the ulti comes out in the meantime. The split, his impact is now going for the 2v2. Yike caught out, isolated. Wall coming in, Yike will fall even as the dragon dies. As they needed to, and KC, while they do have that late game insurance option, a few too many picks going in the favor of TL. The play that they overforced on the bottom side of the river is what's making this game more difficult than it maybe initially had to be, is Yon stepping up with the culling. Yike there to body block a few bullets, but a lot of healing already coming out from that Yuumi.
Okay, Umpty trailing on bottom side as well. That Nocturne with the ultimate available.
Dash forward. Vladdy's trying to one-shot the wave, going away from tower, but loses vision just in time.
Keeping up the pressure here on multiple fronts for Team Liquid.
I don't think KC are ready for this Otacon. Yike. Excellent start for TL. KC feel like they're winning this, but now they realize they've lost the Otacon, and this was not the trade that they thought it was.
Flower power.
So much XP going over and adaptive force on top of it. Wow. 15-second timer on the Mega onto Prox. Can just stop the backs, try to prevent him from going anywhere else.
Free items not quite there yet. TL
kind of mini too,
looking for the fight.
Nice flick over the wall means Vladdy's chunk before the fight even starts, but AP is not in a great position. Might be forced to use his ult. Could come down to the 50-50. Yike now going in, trying to lock up the Lucian. Nice disengage coming in from Core, and Yike's just about to get deleted. Yon now on a rampage. Instantly the backside devastated. Kana going Mega. Manages to lock two in the wall, but the interrupt, the unstoppable there. Now the exhaust going in. Kliss has to make the difference, has to take down Yon, but he is not enough. Even with the cat mounted to his back, he manages to find one, tries to get another. Targamas demounted. TL taking everything.
But I want to see that third item. We need IE on Kalist.
Tidal wave over the wall. Yike potentially caught out, forcing an early ultimate. Flick back hits, but not the damage to come through. Impact trying to push Yike back to the team. Yike still holding on for a brief moment.
Or Kalist needs to go crazy, but he doesn't have IE just yet. That's such a big spike for the Zeri.
Catfinger used. APA not going to connect on the flick.
Are they going to commit?
He has the minefield, will be big. 10K getting lower. They're not focusing their damage on the objective. It's going to take some time. Kalist starting to poke, starting to harass the Baron, doing a decent amount of damage back. They know no jungler's there. It's not a 50-50, but Vladdy goes in. Nice dash back. Coming through from Yon. Clutch in the moment. 4K, they're getting lower, though. They can't afford to stick around with Kalist right on top of them. They need to burst down the champion. Huge shot from APA. Up immediately goes in the exhaust. Out goes the Zeri. Yon expected, but there's a window here for TL as they take this third Drake to maybe look for a pick, to maybe force a fight before those summoners are back up for targets. Running out of ways to play the game. We talked about the one late game scaling option. It's starting to feel like their only option, but maybe APA has been caught out. Umpty coming in. Can they find the immediate solo kill? Crunch back out. But Yon's waiting over the wall. Kana likely to fall here. Weaver's wall coming out as well. Kana nowhere left to go. Tries to get the wall down, gets a bit of CC, gets a chunk, but there's no follow-up.
But there is just so little that he can do. Look at from how far the rest of the team is able to join here as he tries to go, even dodges the initial setup, right? APA's attempt at a flick, but it just doesn't matter.
I think he thought for a second before he sees the rest of the members that he couldn't, because he could have jumped in with the crunch, he could have tried to throw two houses to finish the kill, but thought maybe he'd get away. Instead, walks away empty-handed as TL, once again, starting the objective.
This is gone.
There's nothing that KC can do for this one. It's too far gone. Yike will be just in time to see it stolen.
Collapse here.
Ultra Shock Laser hits.
They're so fast.
Now the turn coming in.
Where's he
wants to
going?
start this fight. He thought he had the flank, but he was the one getting taken down. Yon now legendary. Impact T being in just in time to eat the charm. Pathmaker not quite the right direction, but it just does not matter. That pick on top of the Baron is going to spell disaster. Kalist, the double kill. Instantly one-popped Yon. 4 items. Makes the Zeri disappear.
It had been a while since I really just loved Alushinami this much, Dracos. That's beautiful.
We kept talking about the IE for Kalist, thereby completely ignoring the fact that Giannis is finished. Fortunately, he was awake as he pops what I think was the one small sliver of hope that was there for KC.
Running. The scaling was not enough. Zeri, not enough. TL might have faltered in the first few minutes, but they put their foot on the gas and they never stopped in this game 3. Casey, one last desperate hold. TL don't want to get over eager. Yon taking his time. Almost one pop in Vladdy. He just does too much damage. Yike isolated once again. Umpty taking his time with the ult. They want KC to remember this moment. Kalist might be able to force a fight, but he cannot stop the Nexus from falling. TL take down KC.
Impressive stuff from Team Liquid here. They have received so much criticism this year, even from myself in particular.